Welcome to a journey into the heart of familial darkness. Tonight, we dissect Ari Aster's 2018 masterpiece, Hereditary, a film that begins with grief and slowly unravels into a nightmare of inherited curses and demonic possession. We'll explore the tragic story of the Graham family, pawns in a terrifying game orchestrated long before they were even born. Our story begins with the death of Ellen, the secretive matriarch of the Graham family. Her daughter, Annie, a miniaturist, struggles with a complicated grief, revealing a strained and difficult relationship with her mother. The family, including her husband Steve, son Peter, and odd daughter Charlie, is left to navigate this loss, unaware that Ellen's passing has set in motion a horrifying chain of events. Strange occurrences and a palpable sense of unease begin to permeate their lives, hinting at the dark secrets Ellen took to her grave. The family's fragile stability shatters with the horrific and accidental death of young Charlie. Peter, who was driving, is consumed by guilt, while Annie's grief morphs into a simmering rage directed at her son. This tragedy serves as the catalyst, a sacrificial offering that opens the floodgates to the supernatural forces that have been lying in wait. The family unit begins to disintegrate under the weight of their sorrow and the insidious influence that now plagues their home. In her desperation to connect with her deceased daughter, Annie befriends Joan, a seemingly compassionate woman from her grief support group. Joan introduces Annie to the world of seances, offering a glimmer of hope that quickly turns to terror. Through these rituals, a malevolent presence is invited into their home, one that has its sights set on Peter. We soon learn that Joan and Annie's mother were part of a cult worshipping the demon king Paimon, who requires a male host. Annie's investigation into her mother's past uncovers a horrifying truth. Their family has been meticulously manipulated for generations. Ellen was the queen of a cult dedicated to resurrecting King Paimon, and her children and grandchildren were intended as vessels. Annie discovers her mother's decapitated body in the attic, surrounded by occult symbols, and realizes the full extent of the demonic conspiracy. The family's suffering, their losses, and their supposed mental illnesses were all orchestrated to weaken them and prepare a host for the Demon King. The climax is a terrifying crescendo of supernatural horror. Annie becomes fully possessed and terrorizes Peter, ultimately leading to her own gruesome death. Peter, in a desperate attempt to escape, leaps from a window, seemingly to his death. However, this is the final step of the ritual. The demon Paimon, previously residing in Charlie, successfully possesses Peter's body. He is then led to the family's treehouse, where the cult members, including Joan, bow before him, their new king, crowned with Charlie's head resting on a mannequin. In the end, Hereditary is more than just a horror film. It's a chilling exploration of the inescapable nature of family trauma and the terrifying possibility that our destinies are not our own. The Graham family was never truly a family, but a bloodline cultivated for a demonic purpose. Their destruction was not a random series of tragic events, but a meticulously executed plan, a horrifying inheritance passed down through generations.